Every year, we light up our homes. We buy sweets, wear the best clothes, and post pictures that glow. But have you ever paused and asked yourself, why? Why do we really celebrate Diwali? Because if Diwali was only about lights, we'd switch them off the next day and forget it ever happened. But the light is symbolic. It stands for something far more personal. Diwali is not about a celebration. It is a sacred mirror to reflect our darkest corners and ask, where have you been hiding your light? Let me share something with you. Not as a teacher, not as a guru, just one human to another. This Diwali, let's look within. The Ramayana isn't just history, it's your life. We all know the story. Lord Rama returns to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile. People light up the city with Diyas, victory over Ravana, evil destroyed. But the beauty of our ancestral storytelling is this. The story was never just about a king, it was about you. Exile? That's the loneliness you felt when you lost someone, when you were misunderstood, when life broke your plans. And Ravana, that's the ego that says, I'm not enough or I'm better than others. The forest? That's your time in the unknown, when you were figuring life out, uncertain, scared, and tired. And Rama, that's your inner wisdom, your clarity, your higher self. I remember a time in my life when everything fell apart. Career doubts and that awful fog of what now? I wasn't lighting any diyas then. I was sitting in my own emotional exile. But I started journaling, meditating, talking less and listening more. Slowly, something inside me shifted. That was my Rama guiding me home. Diwali is not a story of the past. It's an invitation to come home to your light. Weeks before Diwali, our homes come alive with brooms, mops, soaps, and sunshine. But our ancestors weren't obsessed with just hygiene. They were tuning the energy of the space. In Ayurveda and yogic sciences, your external space holds your internal energy. That's why before Lakshmi arrives, we cleanse. Not just physically, but emotionally. There's an old story of a saint who was invited to a king's palace. But before entering, he asked, have you swept your palace of anger? Have you mocked away jealousy? Have you aired out your regrets? The king said, no, I thought you meant literal cleaning. The saint smiled and walked away. Because even the goddess won't stay in a home full of heavy, unprocessed emotion. Last year, I found an old photo of a childhood friend I had stopped talking to. We had grown apart, but that night I sent her a message. We talked for hours. That evening, I cleansed a corner of my heart that I didn't even know was gathering dust. What is one thing you need to let go of this Diwali? Write it down, burn it, watch the smoke rise and say, this no longer lives here. Lakshmi beyond wealth, the 8 divine energies. We light diyas, we chant mantras, we place rice and coins before Lakshmi. But who is Lakshmi really? In our Shastras, Lakshmi isn't just a goddess. She is the feminine force of abundance, and abundance has many faces. She appears as Adi Lakshmi when you long for spiritual peace, as Veera Lakshmi when you muster courage, as Vidya Lakshmi when you hunger for wisdom. She walks with you in different forms. Isn't it funny? We chase salary hikes but don't ask for peace. We want more followers but can't handle solitude. Lakshmi is trying to bless you, but you keep asking for less than she can give. This Diwali, ask yourself, what kind of abundance do I really need? Have this conversation with your family. Let everyone light a diya for one form of Lakshmi. Light for courage, light for clarity, light for healing. That's how you make Diwali personal. That's how you honor the goddess. We all love lighting diyas, that gentle golden flame that sits so peacefully on clay. But did you know the diya is a metaphor? The oil is your effort. The wick is your discipline. The flame, that's your inner light. And just like outer diya needs protection from the wind, your inner light needs shelter from distraction, from negativity, from fear. There's a beautiful folktale from Tamil Nadu. A boy afraid of the dark was told by his grandmother, "Don't be scared, you have your own flame inside." One day during a blackout, he took a matchbox and lit a single diya. The room didn't become a stadium, but it was enough for him to see. That night, he stopped fearing darkness. That boy grew up to be a counselor for depressed youth. Even a single flame matters. Your effort to heal, to change, to grow, it matters. This Diwali, light that diya and sit with it in silence. Just 5 minutes. Watch how your mind breathes. This is sadhana. That is celebration. So maybe this year, don't just celebrate Diwali, experience it. Let the myth remind you of your own strength. Let the cleaning renew your spirit. Let the prayers bring clarity. And let the light be a promise you make to yourself. A promise that no matter how dark it gets, you will always search for your flame. You will always come back home to yourself. Diwali is not about fighting darkness. It's about choosing light again and again and again. Subscribe for more grounded, soul-nourishing stories. This is your space to grow, glow, and go within. And if you'd like to go even deeper this festive season, I've created a free gift just for you. The Glow Within Spiritual Journal. It's a space for you to reflect, release, and reconnect with your inner light. You can download it for free. The link is in the description. Happy Diwali from my heart to yours.